Neal McDonough and Kristoffer Polaha start in The Shift, opening in theaters this Friday. Thank you both so much for your time today.
Thank you, Rudy. Thanks for letting us be on the show.
Kristoffer, let's talk a little bit. It's a sci-fi version of a very popular Bible story.
That's right. The Shift is a modern sci-fi adaptation of the book of Job, which, if anybody knows that book, it's about a man who God allows the devil to test. And in the book Job, he loses his wife, his kids, his livelihood, his health, and yet he does not blame God. He just knows that God is sovereign, and he has hope and faith and perseveres. In that same way, Kevin is tested when he refuses an offer, basically for dominion and kingship of his world, because The Shift is a sci-fi movie set in the multiverse, where every choice we make leads to another reality. So there are a myriad of Kevins who've accepted the benefactor's offers and no good business on their worlds, but my character refuses, much to his surprise, and a wonderful story ensues. It's an amazing movie. I'm so proud to be a part of it.
That was really well put.
Thanks.
That's what you get when you have an NYU education. I mean, it's just really incredible. You know? It wasn't as smart as
Oh, come on, Syracuse, go Orange.
and Neal, we have your wife to thank for you taking on the role of the benefactor, because at first you weren't sure if you were going to take it.
And at first it was a flat out no. I'm not playing the devil. That's just I'll play, you know, from Justified to Yellowstone. I've played some pretty heinous characters, but this was I wasn't. And then we talked about it and prayed over it, and she said, you know, you're probably the best villain in Hollywood. You have such a great relationship with God. You have to play this character, because if you let someone who doesn't have that relationship with God play it, you would never have this weird compassion in the end for Kevin, as Lucifer has, that he can't understand. He can't fathom how I can tempt you with anything you want, but yet you choose God over all of this. And there's that moment in the end where Lucifer wishes he still had that love for God and can't figure out how to get it back. And I love it because it makes you, as an actor, you know, dig so deep into what you really love in your life and what is really important in life. And for me, my relationship with Reve and our kids and my relationship with God, that's everything for me.
I want to talk a little bit about the filming, because there's some very intense scenes between the benefactor and Kevin. But as far as, like, was it method acting? Was it like cut and then you guys went back to being friends? Like, tell me a little bit about, you know, creating those scenes and, you know, what it was like on set.
Well, I am a through and through method guy. I dredge up all the stuff from my personal life and what I call is puke it on a canvas. That's just kind of what I do, and I let it all out and don't care what you think. And that's the kind of the freeing thing. I think my blood pressure is probably the lowest it could be when there's a camera rolling in front of me. It's an odd thing. So, you know, but Reve told me years ago, I was doing Band of Brothers, I was my character all the time is Buck Compton. And after dating each other now for a couple of months, she's like, look, unless you leave your work at work and live your life, this isn't going to work. And after 2 or 3 days of being by myself, I was like, oh, maybe she's right. You know, and now as an actor, I love my life so much and try to live such a fun, enjoyable, you know, great life at the best that I can. There's ups and downs in life, of sure, but try to really live your life so you can draw from that as an actor and then, you know, give it all back, you know, when I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
So I can flick it on and off. And between takes, Kristoffer's the same kind of way. We're both so in our characters, but every once in a while we'll take a little break and just kind of talk and just kind of let it out for a second. And then we can flick that switch. And this dude listens better than just about any actor I've worked with some great actors, but Polaha comes in and he listens and he's in the moment. And as an actor, to give everything and know that the other actor is receiving and then giving it back as hard as you are, that's what I love. That's my job. And when I get to have that, you know, it's nothing. It just feels so darn good, and it shows on screen.
Yeah, it's funny. You know, actors are like comparable to cars, and some actors are pickup trucks, and some actors are good old sedans, and some actors are Ferraris. And when you get equally yoked actors that can just get on the racetrack with each other and really, really go for it, it's fun.
It's
and
fun.
Neal McDonough and I'm not going to say what kind of cars we are, but we're both equally yoked in the way that we were able to let go, listen to each other, respond to each other. This guy, what did I say on set? Do you remember what I told you about your Oscar win in the next 3 years?
Yeah.
I think honestly,
Thank you.
you've got two men who have spent a lifetime devoted to the craft of acting, who love it and love telling stories. And both of us were given an opportunity to take our careers and our talents places we haven't gone before with The Shift. And it really was an amazing opportunity. I hope that everyone watching buys a ticket and goes and sees The
Buy
Shift.
5 tickets.
Yeah.
Support the system.
And Angel, they do this cool thing, Pay It Forward, where you can buy tickets for people who can't afford to go to the movies. So there's this incredible opportunity to buy family tickets for the holiday and take them to a movie that is really, truly life affirming. And
That's right.
It's an amazing story about love and about perseverance. So go see The Shift, Rudy.
I already saw it, but I'm definitely going to go see it again.
Go back again. Now you got to go buy the box.
Awesome. Neal, Kristoffer, thank you so much for your time today. The Shift comes out in theaters on Friday. And also, you're having a wonderful holiday season because we can also see you in a Biltmore Christmas. So whether you're at home or you're taking your families to the theater, many wonderful ways to celebrate Kristoffer's work this holiday season. So thank you both so much for your time today.
Thanks, Rudy. Love you, brother.